Hi, this is Tom in Sedona, Arizona, and today we're going to talk about query theory's second tenet, that calories in and calories out determine how much you weigh. So let's go in, check the spreadsheet. This is February 17th. Once again, I am not at home, so I will not be weighing myself, and as I explained last week, if I did find a scale here to weigh myself, I really don't know if it would match the one that I have at home. And since I'm really trying to keep track of whether I went up or down, I just don't bother weighing myself. I'll just do it when I get back and average these out. This week I'm in Sedona, Arizona, and unlike the previous week where I was in Houston for work, and next week I'll be in Seattle for work, this is a vacation for me, and I will have a vacation mentality where I like to have fun, which means I like to go to new restaurants, and I will be eating and drinking things that I normally don't, and I just have to be careful to eat whatever I want, but maybe limit my proportions of what I eat. That's the whole idea between the query theory diet. You can eat whatever you want and not worry about gaining weight as long as you have portion control. I did have one obstacle that I could have done better on, and last night my wife and I went to a restaurant that had an awesome looking carrot cake, and it was a huge piece, and we did have one. We shared it. We did not eat the whole thing. Maybe we ate half of it. She ate a quarter of it. I ate a quarter of it. Did it add extra calories that I was not expecting when I started the day? It sure did, but I'm not too worried about it. It was one indulgence over the week, and overall the other days have been good, so it should not affect me. Again, that's the neat thing about the query theory diet. Eat whatever you want, just limit it to only once in a while, and you'll be good. So let's look at the PowerPoint for today. As I explained in video number 2, when I went over the tenets, the first tenet was what I went over last week in detail, is that calories matter. And tenet number 2, it's calories that determine whether you have a fat loss or a fat gain during the day. So let's just take a look. The formula is that your body is going to use calories during the day to function. Those are functions to keep your body alive, and also extra functions like movement or exercise that you don't have to do, but you do anyway. You add up all those calories, and that's the calories your body used during the day. Those calories have to come from somewhere. Your body just can't create them. As we went over last week, that would violate the rule that we can't create or destroy energy. So where do these calories come from? It's going to come of one of two places. Your calories that you eat or drink through your mouth, and stored calories. These two things must add up to this. So let's look at 3 different scenarios. First scenario, and actually in all the scenarios, we're just going to say your body will use 2,000 calories during the day when you add up all the calorie needs. So where do these 2,000 calories come from? Let's just say that you ate and drank 2,000 calories. That means you used none of your stored calories. In this case, you did not gain any weight, you did not lose any weight. At the end of the day, you should weigh what you weighed in the morning. Now, I do want to mention that you don't eat or drink all 2,000 calories all at once. You spread that out throughout the day. So throughout the day, maybe you do use some stored calories when you don't have enough through your mouth. But eventually you do get some through your mouth, and those will be restored back in to make this overall a 0 stored content. The next scenario is that you eat 0 calories through your mouth. Let's say you go on a fast and you don't eat or drink any calories. What is that going to do? Well, your body said it's going to use 2,000 calories during that day, and it will use 2,000 calories. So it has to come from somewhere. It can't create it by itself. So we use 2,000 stored calories. Your body stores calories and fat, but there's also carbohydrates and protein. And one way, shape, form, or the other, your body will get these 2,000 calories from your body. We hope it to be fat, but it could be muscle, it could be bone, it could be other sugars in your body, but one way, shape, or form, or the other, it's going to get it from 2,000 stored calories. We hope that most of the calories come from stored fat. And in this scenario, when you eat less calories than what your body will use, your body will get lighter, hopefully from less fat. And the other scenario is you eat more calories than what your body is going to use during the day. And in that case, those 2,000 extra calories has to go somewhere. We can't destroy it. We can't say that, oh, it's some magic food and it allows you this to happen. It just can't. So those 2,000 extra calories will get stored, probably as fat for the most part. This is how you gain weight. You eat more calories than your body burns, period. Don't try to make it any harder or more complicated than that. Don't think that there's superfoods or super combinations of foods that will allow you to eat more than your body needs and those calories will somehow magically disappear. It just doesn't happen. And that's it. Either your calories in equals your calories burned and you don't gain or lose weight, or calories in is way less than what your body needed, and then you burn calories that are stored and you lose weight, or you gain weight by eating extra calories and drinking extra calories that your body doesn't need and you store them. That's it. Don't make it more complicated than that. And one last thing I want to show you today is this is an article on Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer. Let's just see that when he was training to be the Olympic athlete that he was, he consumed 12,000 calories a day. And those calories is high-fat, high-carbohydrate diet. So here's a picture of Michael Phelps when he was eating these 12,000 calories a day. And does he look fat? Does he look skinny? Or does he look muscled and well-toned? Even though he's eating lots and lots of carbohydrates and lots of calories. Look at this, chocolate chip pancakes, slices of French toast with sugar. There are some diets out there that would say, no, 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 you cannot lose weight by eating all this crap. But you can if you burn 12,000 calories a day through all that training or exercise. So yeah, when I mentioned in video 1 that I would call this the Jerry Seinfeld diet by just looking around and seeing what can happen, what can't happen, this isn't exactly what I'm talking about. You can eat whatever you want, any combination of protein, carbohydrates, and fat, and still be at a healthy weight if you exercise all that stuff off. And here's the opposite end of that. When you do not consume enough calories compared to what your body's going to burn during the day, you will lose weight. And if you go to excess, this is what happens to you. This is anorexia. So here's my question of the week. If you're following a diet that says carbohydrates are no, you cannot do that, ask why. I have the math in the query theory diet that shows you can eat carbohydrates and lose weight. You can eat carbohydrates and maintain weight. You can eat carbohydrates and gain weight. It all depends on how many carbohydrates you eat compared to how many calories you burn. That's it. So if someone says you can't eat carbohydrates, ask them to show you the math that says it can't work. And also, if you're reading books or hearing lectures on calories don't matter anymore, how do you explain anorexia? If calories don't matter, then why do people end up looking like that? You just can't explain it unless you do the math showing that calories in and calories out matter. Anyway, until next week, see you then. Bye.